Hey, what's going on, guys? Davin here, and I'm excited about today's lesson because we are looking at a C7 flat 9 chord and some creative ideas on how you can utilize this chord in your playing. Don't worry if you have no idea what that chord is. I'm going to explain it in depth. All right, let's get right to the lesson. So this is what the chord is here. We have C, D flat, E, G, and B flat, okay? And the reason why it's called a C7 flat 9 chord is because let's take the basic major chord for a second, C major, and what we're doing is we're adding the dominant 7 to C major, which is B flat, and then we're adding the flat 9 to C major, which is D flat. I'm then taking the C and I'm transferring over to my left hand. Okay? And that's the chord there. Now I'm utilizing this chord every time that I want to go to the 1 of the scale. So I'm in F major, and C is my 5, or the C note, but C major chord, and I'm utilizing it every time that in the song there's a C major going to a F major, or the formula progression is 5 to 1, okay? Now instead of playing that basic chord, I'm trying to get outside of that, I'm gonna play this C7 flat 9 chord going to the 1. So I hope you can see that there are multiple ways you can utilize it in a song. I utilize it in the intro for Hark, the Herald Angels Sing. So like, Hark, the Herald Angels Sing. All right, you see how it's in there? Okay. Another time I utilize it is when I'm coming outside of that verse and then I want to get back into the next verse. So, hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. I utilize it really quick, and then I went back to the 1 chord. All right. So let me go over that again. We're taking a basic chord, so like a basic major chord, a triad, and then we're adding the flat 9, which is going to be here, in this case D flat, and then we're adding the B flat. Now what I'm doing is, instead of playing the C in my right hand, it gets all crunchy and whatnot, so I move that C to my left hand, okay? And so now it's very important to understand the formula because we want to be able to take this into other keys. So let's say we were to play a 5-1 progression in the key of, let's say, G, okay? All right, so the 5 chord in G is going to be a D major, and then the 1 chord in G is going to be G. So now that we know we're going from a D to a G, let's add a D7 flat 9 to it, which is going to be let's add the 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that gives us a C. Let's add the flat 9, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we know that E is the 9. We need to add the flat 9, which is E flat. Well, we're going to bring that E flat down here. Okay. All right. And then we put the E flat in our left hand, And so as a result of doing that, we're going to bring the D down to our left. Sorry, we put the E flat in our right hand, so we're going to bring the D down to our left hand, all right? And then that's what we have, all right? And then we can play that same arpeggio idea on that D chord, okay? All right, or we can do it, just play the chord going to the G major. All right, let's try it in another key, okay? Let's say we did it in G, we did it in F. Okay, let's do it in C, all right? So we're utilizing it on a 5-1 progression, so G to a C. So anytime we have a G to a C in the key of C, we can utilize it, possibly. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the 7. First off, we're gonna play G major, and then we're gonna find the dominant 7. So we're gonna count 7 notes away from G. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us our 7th note. We need to find the 9. So 7, 8, 9. We bring that A to A flat. Okay, and now we're gonna bring that A flat down here. All right. Or you could play it like this if you wanted to. But either way, the G is moving from our right hand into our left hand. And then we go to C. All right. So I hope you understand how to find this 7 flat 9 chord, which is really one of my favorite chords to use. Now I want to say this, don't stop there, right? Once you learn a chord, you realize, man, there are multiple ways I can utilize this chord in my playing. So for example, let's go back to the key of F, right? So instead of playing C7 flat 9, I may actually play, I realize that in my right hand, this is a D flat diminished chord, okay? Diminished 7th chord. So what I may do is I may play a diminished run on top of that over this C7 flat 9 chord. So it's going to be like this. So, all right, that's one way that's a little bit more advanced. Another way would be maybe taking some notes from that diminished scale and messing around with it a little bit. So like, let's see, now what I'm doing is I'm just taking some notes that are part of this diminished scale, and I'm like playing with them a little bit. Maybe I may play that diminished scale in thirds over this C. So all right, if you can tell, this is really one of my favorite chords because this chord it has a diminished chord in there, and I love diminished chords like crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to show you some ways that when you learn a chord, it's not just, oh, you're learning that one idea. Like you can continue to grow and expand your knowledge on that one idea. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like content like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, feel free to click in the links below for courses, charts, and other resources that will help you grow in your piano playing journey. Some of them are free, some of them you got to pay for, but that's how I feed my wife and kids. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Remember this, keep watching, keep learning, and we'll keep growing together. I'll see you next time.